And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym of Crypto, episode 852. 52. Today is, I said yesterday wrong. I said yesterday was Tuesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Today is Thursday, December 9th, 2021, and I'm King.
I'm BitcoinZay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories: Bitcoin dips below 50K as Evergrande defaults on US dollar debt. OpenSea walks back on IPO plan following community backlash. Coinbase users launch online refund campaign following Gwen troubles. WhatsApp starts testing currency payments with Meta's Novi wallet, and we take a look at CoinDesk's most influential 40. But first and foremost, what's going on with those prices?
Oh yeah, so taking a look at our prices for today. Bitcoin sitting at $48,512, down 4.6% today. Ethereum at $4,222, down 4.6% as well. Binance Coin at $581, down 2.2%. Solana at $185, down 4.7%. Cardano at $134, down 4.9%. XRP at 89 cents is actually up 4.4%. Polkadot down 6.5%. And last but not least, Terra at 69.76 is down 3.73%. And I want to point something out I saw interesting. You take a look right here. Veritasium, shout out to Reggie Middleton, up 273% today. Not sure what's happening, but
I didn't even see it yet. Hold on. Let me pull my screen. I'm over here looking at the chat and get stuff good.
That's what I'm talking about. There we go.
Hey, who interviewed Reggie last in the space?
Hey,
shout out to Reggie. There you go.
Shout out to Reggie. Veritasium taking back off.
Holy shit.
I noticed that this morning. I was like, hold up. A 200. Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. But right above it, what I hate is the fact that right above it, there's something called Christmas Floki. That's up 250% as well. So
which one is real?
Everything in the red and then a few in the green, but it's just great to see Veritasium taking off like that.
Hey, shout out to Reggie again. We did tell, I think it was on yesterday before the show when he first announced he got those patents. He said, love to have him on Friday. If you're listening, Reggie, that still stands. We love to have you on Friday so you can do your victory lap and get back started to work because you know it's now time for the hard work, Reggie. The easy part is done now. But yeah, shout out to Reggie Middleton and Veritasium. And I think we actually still have that video up when Veritasium did his ICO back in the day. Didn't we do a live stream or something of that?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. All coins we buy, Veritasium as well.
Yeah, one of all coins we buy. So if you want to check out one of those old Veritasium videos, we still have that on the channel. You can check out what Veritasium was, how the launch went, and I guess where is that now and where is going next. This is a crazy twist in cryptocurrency once again. It never stops. What's going on? Gu, Remy, Wendy, Todd, Dallas, Patrick, Crypto Culture, Leroy, Forbes, Kadeem, Fanteezy, T, Bill Spiff, Todd, J.E., Chappie, Is, Oku, Larry, Sergeant Crypto, Kendra, B1 Brigader, Bashan. I like that name. What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Make sure you smash that like and share. Credit case of y'all pumping coins. There's only one coin that we really pump on the show, and that's Bitcoin. Who's been hearing that commercial? That is so freaking annoying. You know, you can do with $1. You can buy more Bitcoin. Bro, have you seen this commercial?
Nah, that's a new one.
Oh my good. I think it's like I don't know if it's a Coinbase or a Cash App or one of these commercials, but it is so annoying. Like every 5 minutes, it comes on YouTube and other stuff, and it's like, you know, you can do with $1, you can buy more Bitcoin.
Oh man, that sounds annoying.
But what I will say also about commercials and advertising, I saw the Warriors game last night, and people, the Warriors basketball game they played. I can't remember who they smacked around last night.
Trailblazers, baby.
Who?
Trailblazers, Portland.
Okay. So Warriors, Golden State Warriors played the Portland Trailblazers last night. During the game, I only watched highlights to keep up with what's going on. The basketball hoop folks on both ends of the floor said Coinbase. Around the entire arena on the digital screen and all that, it had FTX going across it. Like this is here. This is here. Oh, yeah. This is here. This is here. So crazy to see. And with all that, let's jump to this top story of the day. Bitcoin dips below 50K as Evergrande defaults on US dollar debt. I haven't read this article, so you got to jump into it. But just me reading this article, the headline, all I'm thinking about is how essentially I experimented with it myself, and I know it works. You don't need a debt system to operate if you have Bitcoin and crypto now. So for a organization as big as Evergrande to realize it, that's kind of scary. What's going on here in this story?
Oh man, so this seems like a reach to me. It seems like they're trying to make a reason for why the price dipped. There's a lot of factors of why Bitcoin went down. Could be Craig Wright's case. Could be old Mt. Gox coins being sold. Could be a number of things. But they decided to focus on the consolidation of the price of Bitcoin below 50K. And it says a crucial area to hold is that region we touched already at 42K. The close was above 46, 47, and I prefer not to lose that at all. This is trader talk. They're trying to trade in and out of markets. For holders, this doesn't mean much. But China's Evergrande property giant, they're dealing with an unprecedented debt default, and the analysts thus focus increasingly on long-term phenomena to gauge Bitcoin's price action. So if you look at the relationship conditioned by halving cycles, they have survived despite the most recent drawdown from all-time highs totaling 39%. So again, they're basically saying when the dollar or when the US dollar debt is impacted or defaulted on big companies, that the price of Bitcoin is falling as well. I don't think that is the case. I just think they needed to make up a reason for Bitcoin going that low. And honestly, long term, who cares? The price, them defaulting on debt is not the reason for Bitcoin's success or not. So who cares about this really? But I think it is interesting to point out that on a macro scale, they're starting to use big events as the reason why Bitcoin isn't failing or Bitcoin's price is going down. Just think about that, people. Wars, defaults, and anything that happens now, they're saying, oh, well, this is why Bitcoin's going down. So it's starting to become a part of mainstream. But I do think this is a reach.
Yeah. I'll agree with you. Like Evergrande isn't that popular. I can understand if it was like JP Morgan Chase or something. When they was like, hey, turns out JP Morgan Chase is not giving people back their money or paying off debt. They decided to buy Bitcoin today. Like something like that to that magnitude, I can definitely see causing a stir. But like you said, at this point, they're just looking for reasons to blame the dip on. Luckily, though, they're at least finding all those reasons in the mainstream, and now they're associating the mainstream with Bitcoin. So that's one of those good base hits for sure. Wyatt asks, do we update the masterclass periodically? Well, it's only been out since July, so that much hasn't changed, but we actually will be adding a few new videos before the end of the year, just for more informational updates, but we will be adding some. And shout out to Reggie. Reggie is in the chat. So I'm considering requiring Very to use critical parts of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and DeFi systems, methods, and devices. 2022 is going to be a highly disruptive year in crypto, even for the disruptors. Again, Reggie, cannot wait for Friday. I hope to have you on so we can talk more in detail about this as well. I know a lot of people can't wait to hear this. All right, let's go over to OpenSea. This is a pretty funny story. OpenSea walks back on IPO plan following community backlash. That's right. OpenSea's new chief financial officer, Brian Roberts, faced a firestorm of complaints from the NFT community based on what he said was inaccurately reported comments. The world's top non-fungible token marketplace, OpenSea, has denied it intends to pursue a public listing anytime soon, which means they plan to pursue a public listing sometime soon. People, like, stop being kids about this, okay? Like, stop being naive and stop being kids. OpenSea has been one of the first movers and one of the largest NFT marketplaces. They have positioned themselves to be bought out privately or to go public and make billions of dollars. There is not anyone in this market turning down billions of dollars, especially when you can take your billions of dollars and just go buy more Bitcoin, rinse, wash, repeat. All right. So that is what it is. Chief Financial Officer Brian Roberts sparked a public backlash this week when he told Bloomberg that it would be foolish not to think about going public. I didn't even read this article yet. And again, I agree with that sentiment. Like, here's where this market's starting to conflate. I get it. It's upsetting. Is what I said about like my favorite rapper. It's my favorite rapper. He's underground. No one knows about him. I got the best kept secret. He goes mainstream. He's changing the way things are done. Everybody gets a piece of him. I don't like it. It's not my favorite rapper anymore. It's everybody's favorite rapper. It is the same thing here to me. It is a lot of people who have been technologists in this space, developers, Bitcoin maximalists, all this other stuff where they just want to see the tech grow. They just want to see the community grow the right way. They don't want it to be sullied with dirty money or fiat dollars or backroom deals and all that. But the bottom line is the market is becoming so big, like organizations and platforms like this, like he said, it would be foolish not to even think about it. Like you have to, if I was a partner, you didn't even sit down and crunch the numbers and consider what this future would look like going public. Even if I didn't want to go public as a crypto company, it would still be irresponsible to do that, because as OpenSea, they can still go public and essentially make another OpenSea DeFi. That is what Binance is essentially trying to do. They're like, hey, all right, fine. We got the main exchange and all this. We got this. Jack, Twitter, same thing. All right, we got Twitter. We're doing this. I'm trying to work on this DeFi stuff on the back end. You can still do all of this and work on DeFi stuff on the back end. But it looks like folks who are part of OpenSea community are not trying to hear that. They said the statement caused an uproar among OpenSea's crypto native NFT community, many of whom see a public listing of the platform as a sellout to large institutional investors. The vast majority of users on OpenSea execute transactions below $10,000 at a time. Sucks to hear OpenSea is selling out and doing IPO, wrote Twitter user Punk2070, complaining the community rather than VCs had driven its success. Now that I think it's 50-50. I think VCs did drive some OpenSea success, but so did the community. And again, here's this weird part of the community where they don't want nobody to make money. Like, do y'all understand how hard these projects are? Like, are you crazy? Yeah. That is the one weird part of this community where no one wants you to make money outside of your own portfolio, period. They don't want you to get no outside capital coming in. But the second thing also is, like, this is everyone's fault who is a big fan of OpenSea and who is against this. You all are choosing to align with the celebrities and entertainers and the superstars. That's you all choosing to do that. You all are saying, well, this person's in the magazine. Elon Musk sells cars, so he must know about Dogecoin. This person's a billionaire from playing ping pong. He must be a crypto expert about Shiba Inu. You all are choosing to do all of this without doing your proper due diligence about the team and what they actually plan to do long term. So when I see things like this, I'm actually happy to see it. The community chose OpenSea without anyone actually thinking, oh my God, we blow up this platform to the size of Coinbase. Would they actually want to go public? Yeah, you keep picking the wrong leaders and they're going to keep doing this. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this story? What's going on here?
Oh yeah, well, it's the self-righteousness of these people is hilarious to me. But this quote is hilarious as well. Just another reason why I can't wait for Coinbase NFT. If we are using corporate vehicles, we might as well use the one that won't go down 3 times a week. So, so again, even at the end of the day, you have to realize that every single thing in this industry is centralized. Everything is a company. If they do something,
stole my NFTs. I want to throw that out there. They stole my NFTs.
I mean, they're a company. There's the only truly decentralized project that we've seen is Bitcoin, and it's trying to be money. Everything else in this industry is centralized to some extent based on the people. So when people talk about the community governance, I really think they're just mad they didn't get an airdrop. Because
let's talk about it. Wait, go back to what did you say about what's the Bitcoin statement you just made?
Oh yeah. Again, Bitcoin is decentralized. Everything else is a company.
Why don't people understand it? We've said that so many times in the show, and then they get lost in the sauce. I'm like, y'all getting lost in the sauce because we don't want to bore you by only being Bitcoin maximalists.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we like to talk about everything. Technology is fun to interact with, but you have to understand these are companies, people. They're in it for money. Yes, they can throw out all these. I mean, banks do it. They say our community. We help our local community by doing this.
Banks
they always
do a lot.
Community.
That's true.
You want an airdrop? Just admit it. You were mad because they're trying to do IPO instead of an airdrop. Which, again, could have got rich off or made some money off of the airdrop, which is cool. But again, this is a company. So if they go IPO, who cares? And then also this quote here, or tweet, I should say, no surprise that OpenSea is doing an IPO instead of community governance. Anyone who's had the displeasure of speaking with OpenSea community support would know that OpenSea doesn't care about community at all. They're not Web3, they're TradeFi 2.0. That's another thing, people. The customer service on pretty much every project in this in this space is trash. It's just that's how you know this is a very new industry, because pretty much everyone's trash. Coinbase is garbage, OpenSea is garbage, all the big ones are. It's still the Wild West, essentially, as far as help. So shouldn't be surprised here. IPO doesn't mean that they're a bad company. I do know they do go down a couple times a week because of scaling issues, but that can all be worked out in the future. So not surprised they might IPO, but people are bullies too. The people,
right?
Bullying people out of doing stuff in the market just because they don't like it. Like, stop crying, man. It happens. It's a centralized company, and people are going to make money regardless if you like it or not.
And let's talk about the numbers. Maybe let's just be honest. And again, I said what I said about OpenSea. They're right. Their support is shit. They lost 3 of the Breakfast Club entities that I showed you all live here that I did on OpenSea. Them things been MIA for months. And I've reached out to OpenSea at least 3 or 4 times, and they keep giving you the same bland message and just putting you in the spin cycle. It's not going to happen. It's gone. I already know that. If anything, I'm more mad the gas fees is gone. But literally one of the reasons why I did want to track down those NFTs I did, only reason I was actually trying to track them down and make sure they were still in the wallet is just so if they did an airdrop, I was going to get my money.
Yeah, that was it.
That was, you know, I thought that was your camera. I didn't know it was your camera or your background, bro. You've been blurry, but I didn't know.
Yeah, that's the camera.
Yeah, but in general, like I'm the same way. I literally like the last 2 or 3 months have been trying to figure out what's been going on with those NFTs, just so I can make sure if OpenSea did an airdrop, I got it. I get what they're doing. They're right. They do have to choose. You can't do an airdrop and IPO. Hey, which way you gonna get the money? You got to pick. Again, it looks like they may be leaning toward the IPO, but like Zay said, you can't bully people for making a business decision. And not only that, that's again to me, the retail traders fault for not doing their due diligence. And looking at the numbers, they say the overwhelming, the overwhelming majority of the people on the platform, what does it say? I don't want to misquote this. The vast majority of users on OpenSea execute transactions below $10,000 at a time. Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Hey,
who are you?
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go there, but there you have it. It's like, and I mean, again, I want not to point and make fun of people. I'm one of the users who spent less than $10,000 on that platform, but they're a growing company and they're like, yo, we need resources. You're not spending more than 10K. This bank or these people, this IPO, so they can get us all this. That's my first thing. Second, also, does OpenSea need to be, I mean, we already know they're not DeFi, clearly, but do they need to be, like, they can be attached to the legacy environment and still succeed? I think, like, I don't think OpenSea or any other NFT platform in and of itself needs to be DeFi, essentially. I might be wrong with that. What are your thoughts?
No, it doesn't have to.
You know what I mean? Like, the NFT needs to, to live on its own project, platform.
I was gonna say, what project is DeFi? Because I've seen a lot of hacks where they've stopped the actual chain or stop that block from being processed. That's centralized control. Yeah. If you look at most DeFi projects, they have a foundation, they have a founder, they have a team, so it's not really DeFi. And even if it is just software, at some point, usually you get down to it, there's a central source, even if it's open source. So no, it doesn't have to be DeFi.
Yep. Grace Reese Smith said, caught the live stream. Welcome to the stream. Crypto culture. Thanks, Kenzie, for the tip. Said same thing as you. NFT people mad because they're not doing the airdrop. Jake Fever, shout out to Jake Fever. Thank you for the tip. And this is Jake Fever's hoodie. You know, you can find that in the description after the show. Jake said Black folks missed it with integration. Now we have a chance to right the wrong with crypto, and we're going to miss it again. We can circulate our money. There it is, folks. Bottom line is, you know, whether they do an IPO or not, that's their business. I don't think the NFT market will be, if anything, the NFT market would go up if they did an IPO. Yeah, people are conflating too much stuff in crypto right now. Like, this is one of the ones where, you know, we would say it, this, like, it's not that big of a showstopper if they did one. If anything, like Zay said, like Kenzie said, people are literally just pissed off because if they do an IPO, that means they more than likely will not do an airdrop. So I think that's, like you said, that's where the hate's really coming from. What you mean you ain't gonna give us our free money? I didn't use this exchange, this platform 4 times this year.
Exactly. Where's my free money?
Oh man, speaking of free money, just don't learn, huh? Coinbase users launch refund campaign following GYEN troubles. That's right. Oh, many Coinbase customers are understandably frustrated after the company decided to freeze their accounts for weeks. Who has told people this happens?
I wonder who could be.
What year did you do How to Get Off Coinbase? What year is that?
It had to be 2018.
I'm thinking it's 2018 too, because that was the year we had a Discord going.
Long time ago, yeah. And the funny thing, I read this headline too fast. I thought it said OBGYN troubles at first.
Bro, you are hilarious.
I read it real fast.
Go ahead. You've been telling people since 2018 on video to get off of Coinbase. And essentially, this is for those who always, like, you know, we've been in different chats. I remember when I was on the I got on one of the Clubhouse groups with you that day, and people were like, well, don't use Coinbase because there's social stuff and they don't like Black people. I'm like, nah. Oh. I mean, you can add that. I was like, the basic reason is because they will literally shut your account, like freeze your account after you buy too much Bitcoin. And so many people came back and was like, that's never happened. That's never happened. It's like, you just ain't bought enough Bitcoin. Buy enough Bitcoin, and they're gonna put the freeze on that ass. really quick and tell you to either get your money or it's going to be lost forever. So again, this is Coinbase, which come under fire recently for following a technology snafu that reportedly resulted in the company closing many of its customer accounts. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a mistake, guys. It was a mistake. Zay, what's going on with this mistake here?
Oh, yeah. So when users attempted to purchase Japanese stablecoin yen or GN, I don't even know, and Power Ledger, they suffered from technical difficulties. This was then followed by an error in the system response. And now deeply frustrated customers have launched an online campaign demanding funds. So this Twitter user right here, Coinbase only gave me $50 of Bitcoin. I need all my money back that I invested in GN. And plus, you guys gave me a hard time, and everything you guys only gained $50. You guys took coins from me and my account and send it to who else wallet. That is literally, I don't know exactly what they're saying, but that is literally what Coinbase does. If they shut down your account, they'll say, well, for the poor experience, we'll credit you with $50 in Bitcoin. What the hell is $50 in Bitcoin?
Well, actually, they're better. They used to not credit people.
They used to not give you nothing. But again, that's
I'm looking, I'm mad. I don't want my $50.
Yeah, I want my $50 because they was just kicking people off in 2016. They was like, you gotta go, buddy. We in bed with the feds. But Chris Fleming, a Coinbase user, has started an online petition against the community called Accountability for Coinbase GEN Account Freeze. It's garnered 1,620 signatures, which isn't enough to move the needle, but he's trying. He stated here, we as a whole recognize that mistakes happen, and there is a potential for loss when investing in any cryptocurrency or asset, though in this case, the losses came from internal technical errors of Coinbase. Welcome to the fucking show. That is exactly what happens in this market.
That is what is, and to piggyback, that's why we hate shit tracks, people. Internal technical errors costed us money, and shit track said, hey guys, not our fault. And it was like, no, this is your fault.
Yeah, exactly. Coinbase is just, again, we've been saying it for years. We don't have to beat a dead horse. But again, when people get emotional and mad about it, like they are here, they'll start, online petitions. They'll try to do whatever they want. The best thing you could do is just get off of Coinbase. What do you need a petition for? Just leave. If you want your money back, you're going to have to pull up on Brian Armstrong in person because Coinbase support is not answering that. So good luck.
Yeah. I mean, folks, centralized exchanges, stay away from them. Doesn't make sense. Like we can say it to her blue in the face. And even to this day, we still got people who like, why not Coinbase? Like, oh, okay. Like we're in the wrong for telling you not to use it. Keep using it. I hope you make a lot of Bitcoin and keep using Coinbase.
Yeah. And if you need somebody, even Elon Musk said, any crypto wallet that won't give you your private keys should be avoided at all costs. That's the answer right there.
There it is. All right. Some of these comments really quick. Crypto equals freedom, said Dark Vader. You know it. Let's see. Roland Wishers. Bitcoin is king, but we can utilize an Ethereum fork of our own to onboard, educate, and circulate within our community. Ali Pio said, can we bring the Discord back? Possibly, actually, Ali Pio. More on that. Surreal Innovations said Coinbase is trash on all levels. Let's see what else we got. GOC, get off Coinbase, said Brian. Video gets promoted to me on YouTube on a regular. Let's see. Bumbleclot, I think, Boblo Boat 18 said, rest in peace, Slim, for 100. All right, there we go. There's actually a DYOR token. That's hilarious. I didn't know that either. Damn, did you know that it was a DYOR token?
Nah, but I'm not surprised. I saw somebody was about to make Mongoose coin based off of Merman Sherman. Did you see that?
Merman Sherman? Yeah, I remember that. That's from back in the day.
No. It's a new one. Merman Sherman came on yesterday at the Senate hearing.
He came on for the The CEOs.
He was talking, so first it was Bitcoin, then it could be Ethereum, then it could be Dogecoin or Doggy Coin, then it could be Mongoose coin. Who the hell is buying Mongoose coin? But I'm not surprised. Somebody's probably making it right now as we speak. So DYOR, people just gonna make it up.
There it is. All right. WhatsApp is in the news today. That is right. WhatsApp starts testing currency payments with Meta's Novi wallet. That is right. Some U.S. activists previously asked the Department of Justice to stop Meta from offering its digital currency wallet Novi on its platforms. From now on, whenever, here's a new thing. Whenever politicians, regulators, whoever make decisions, and they say because our constituents or people told us or this, that, and the other, or like this, they say U.S. activists asked the Department of Justice to stop Meta. I want people to have signatories. have their name next to it at the very least, their full name, so Meta can reach back out and be like, yo, what do we do to you? Like, why? What's the problem with adding another wallet to the space? And again, I am not for centralized services. You should be using your own wallets. You don't need a Meta Novi wallet. You don't need any wallet that's coming out in 2022, to keep it real. But regardless, you don't need some of these wallets. But even if they're being offered, I'm not sure why people are running to the Department of Justice to ask them to stop doing this, unless those activists, those people are like 10 to 15 bankers that live in New York. Then this story makes a lot more sense. But that's right. Despite some senators in the United States opposing Meta launching its digital currency products, the development of the social media giant's digital wallet Novi continues apace. Stephane Crisreal, head of Meta's cryptocurrency and fintech unit Novi, officially announced on Wednesday that Meta's Messenger subsidiary WhatsApp has started testing transactions through Meta's Novi wallet. According to the executive, the new feature is available for a limited number of people in the U.S., allowing users to send and receive money on WhatsApp instantly and with no fees. This is very interesting to me because WhatsApp, of course, we know is not true, but they promote it as a privacy centered messaging app. If it's a private, exactly, you already know where I'm going with it. How do you have this a privacy centered messaging app, but you're also essentially going to be doing centralized transactions through your private wallet and that private messaging app? It doesn't make sense. Somewhere those APIs can connect or be exploited. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me from a technical perspective. Not saying it can't happen, but it would make more sense if you were saying, hey, we're offering Bitcoin payments to the Bitcoin blockchain using this wallet through WhatsApp, but they're not doing that. They're doing it all through internal processes. So to me, this is like you're saying we shouldn't be using WhatsApp, which if you don't know by now, you shouldn't. But I mean, just top to bottom, it's like, what can we trust coming from Facebook and Meta at this point? But I don't know. More updates on this Novi. What's going on in your point of view?
Oh yeah, well, we actually know you know Dennis Rankin. Dennis actually, our friend Dennis, he actually helped build the encryption for WhatsApp back in the day, back when it was actually encrypted, like 2012 or something, before Facebook came along.
Shout out to McHugh. Ain't Dennis a Q?
Yeah. Shout out to Q Dog. So my boy Dennis is actually on the team that helped build the encryption, and then came back later and said, yeah, it's not safe anymore. And I usually listen to people that help build the encryption after, of course, Facebook came along. So yeah, this isn't necessarily end-to-end encryption. This is just a conglomerate of people who want to poach your data, and they're going to use.
He added this too. Look, I didn't read the article. He tried to add it.
Yeah, exactly. If you go to
yes, you do.
If you go to other countries, WhatsApp is king in a lot of smaller countries. So I understand the use case. The problem is they're all under surveillance and they don't realize it, or they don't care because it's easier to send money now, much like sending a message. So they will have people that use it. But again, the Novi wallet is pretty much unnecessary unless it's in a centralized source. And that's why Meta, AKA Facebook, and WhatsApp work. So again, these are companies, people, we can't stop them because there is a market share for this. And it might actually be helpful to onboard people into sending money instantly through WhatsApp and also cryptocurrency in the future. So we'll see.
And for those who are wondering, of course, the solution is get on Signal. Signal is the hot kid on the block. Took over the Telegram market share, is starting to take over Telegram market share, but Signal is a new private messaging app. I know some people who don't do any phone calls or text without using Signal. So that's a new one. That's a new kid on the block. We'll see how long they go before the government like, hey, let me give you an offer you can't refuse. All right. Finn said, do you need STX to move Miami back to OKCoin from Xverse wallet? Testing the exit routine for the future.
No, shouldn't. No.
All
so
right.
Just to move it? No, just to send it. No, you're fine.
Okay. Let's see. Cornelius Brodnick says, so they just gave up on Libra? No, they renamed it. They rebranded and renamed it. Essentially, they got pushed back from the government. The government was like, yo, if you do this, we're going to send you to prison. And we're going to do it for no reason. Mark Zuckerberg was like, I'm checking. I'm trying something different. If you remember, Mark Zuckerberg came out and said he's going to run for president a couple years ago. Then right after he announced Libra, I won't say right, shortly after he announced Libra, and the next thing you know, he's in front of senators, like he's about to go to in-school suspension, trying to explain to them what Google was and what fake Instagram profiles were. That's pretty funny. Somebody said
So
that
when you're
squeegee.
so when you're on your Snapgram, what do you have
Right,
your
exactly. Exactly. Your face swat and your Insta chat, whatever you use. And last but not least, story of the day, definitely not the last least story. Got to give a shout out to BitcoinZay, most influential 40, Isaiah Jackson, the Bitcoin and Black America author, continues to inspire. That is right. Hear ye, hear ye. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Top 50 in the world, baby.
I mean, really,
We
for the
moved
most
up.
part, the story is in the headline itself. All right. I mean, listen, you're talking about the most 40, you're talking about the top 50. I talked about this stuff now. But seriously, folks, I said this the other day when I was looking at some of the top 50, or excuse me, the top 20 that first came out. I'm like, a lot of these names just don't make sense to me. Like at this point, we get it as, for some people, it's a slight, like to be called a YouTuber or whatever. Turns out it's a real profession, believe it or not. But I say all that to say, to see again, some of these people along the likes of SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried from FTX. You know, I think they put Elon Musk on there from Tesla. I actually agree with Elon because he actually does influence a lot of people. But they had Dapper Labs on there. They had Top Shots and stuff. It was just so many people where I'm like, these individuals are not influencers in this community. It didn't make sense to me, but I'm glad they decided to right that wrong. They was like, look, we had to get these advertising dollars off early. We didn't put sponsor. We had to throw these names out there. But here's our real list. And for, again, that top 40, BitcoinZay made the cut. How does it feel, BitcoinZay?
Oh, man, it feels amazing. Just this time last year, we were talking shit about the top 100, about how nobody on there is really influential, just names that they picked out of the support hat or the sponsor hat. But this year, it seems as though they're trying to push more people who are actually doing the groundwork, like myself. And I've seen a few other people as well. Shout out to Mayor Suarez, who was on there as well. I saw a few names that I recognize, but for the most part, top 10 is the political one, and then the other 40, it seems like, are the real, influentials. Feels good though, just to get, the recognition for all the years of hard work, going on 9 years now. So thanks to everybody, all the warriors in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's been following us for years, because this channel is the best in the industry to me, and we've impacted so many people we can't even count at this point. So shout out to everybody that's supported, and of course, they kind of messed it up though. They put nacho keys, nacho cheese. I was like, flows no keys, no cheese, flows a little better. But other than that, love the article, and just glad to be a part of it. Also, I want to say, if you want something, go for it, because when I took the job at CoinDesk after I got that show, I basically sent them my resume. I was like, I should be in the top 100. This is why. And they listened. So thank goodness, because I might have been left off again this year. It's good to see.
All right. Other than that, let's see. Eastside Tony, thank you for the tips. So congratulations, Zay. Make us proud. See you in Miami. Let's see. What else do we have? Everybody saying congrats, congrats, congrats. I saw a comments I wanted to comment on. I'm trying to go back. Oh, here it is. Rolling really quick. Last few comments. We call it a day. Rolling wishers. Anybody watch that crypto congressional hearing? Dude asked if anyone had any objections to the need for anonymizing transactions to stop ransomware. All crypto CEOs were quiet. Shaking my head. I'm not. I told you, they got the right people in the room. They're in front of Congress. Like, see, these are the CEOs of the biggest company. Everyone in the industry listens to them. They said this isn't a problem. Buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin. And Ross Shu, I'm not sure what's going on with EOS, but he said we're crypto blood in with all this EOS news. What's going on with EOS right now?
I couldn't tell you. I saw blood in Miami, matter of fact, but I'm not sure what's going on with EOS currently. Not sure.
Okay, we gotta check that out. All right. Other than that, that is the show for today. You got any news, BitcoinZay?
Not really. Nothing much going on. Shout out to everybody in San Diego at Edge Wallet. Just did their event. So other than that, nothing for me. Oh yes,
Satoshi Slim.
I know I said that. Saber Saves was there. Yeah, shout out to Saber Saves. He came out and chilled with me in San Diego. So yeah, that's about it for me.
There it is. And Satoshi Slim, don't worry about it. Hey, I'm a cold-blooded dude, so watch how to get back look. Other than that, make sure you all smash that like and share. Make sure you buy that masterclass if you already haven't. For those who had, thank you very much. Be on the lookout for more updates here in the next few weeks. And before the end of the year, we're planning to have another Q&A as well. So be on the lookout for that. And oh my goodness, no, breaking news to end the day. EOS got hacked.
Oh man, EOS got hacked. Oh
man,
no.
Listen, it's crazy because I was actually offline talking to somebody about this when it comes to Just really quick, when it comes to the death of, I won't say death, but where oftentimes people in the space who are public, the main issue they face is aligning to projects and then something happening to that project. Perfect example is Tracy Mayer. I don't know what made him start talking pivots and Mimble-Wimble, but I ain't heard from the boys since then. Like literally his entire community turned on him overnight. I was like, oh God, they are not playing about this Bitcoin maxi thing. So hopefully we figure that out. But I know we'll hit up Crypto Blood today or tomorrow. Hopefully have him on the show on Friday or something. And I'm sure he can give us some insight on what's going on. You remember Crypto Blood from the D. If it's a real problem, he can be like, hey man, hey, we need to holler at these EOS folks. I'm like, yeah, we do need to holler at them.
Hey man, 1.1 billion EOS was taken, 461 million Tether was removed from the SX Vault smart contract. Yeesh. Oh man, so I don't think EOS itself got hacked, but the smart contract that is using. All right, well, I gotta look more into this, but yeah, that just slid through like just now it seems though. So oh man, this is not good news.
Yeah, this is big news.
We'll see if it's an old article or a new article, but yeah, I gotta look more into it.
Hey, we'll be talking about it more tomorrow. It looks like it's gonna be. I mean, you're talking about $1 billion that got mismanaged. We'll be talking about it tomorrow. Other than that, smash that like and share, and we'll see you then.